Namaste, yogis. I'm Annie Carpenter. I teach Smart Flow Yoga, and I'm based in Venice, California at Exhale Center for Sacred Movement. It's a beautiful studio. Come see me. But I teach all over the planet. So I thought today we'd talk a little bit about one of the Kleshas, one of the obstacles to living with peace, living a peaceful life. And today we'll talk about the second one, which is Asmita. Asmita literally means ego, right? And so this is a really important klesha, a really important obstacle that is very challenging for all of us to deal with, I think, in this day and time. So the first of the kleshas, avijja, which is the misunderstanding of what really matters, is the field in which egos grow. Our ego grows. And living in this world, we have to have an ego, right? You have to have enough, shall we say, ego strength to be able to create a life for yourself, a family for yourself, a job for yourself, have a home, right? So it's really, this spiritual work is really at odds with what we do every day. And that makes it even more challenging, of course. So I think one way of looking at this obstacle, or as a means to observe how we get in our own way, is to look at all of the ways we prop our egos up that really aren't necessary, or that take us off the path that we're on in a deeper sense, in a truer sense, right? You got to get up, you got to make sure your kids have, a lunch packed, you got to get to your job on time. That's not going to change. And we have to keep a sense of self strong enough for all of that, right? So that's separate. Having said that, over time in our lives, we start to see that many of the things that our ego tries to create in our life, tries to get out of life, really don't matter, and just bring us a sense of disappointment or that never-ending dream that never comes to us, that really take us away from understanding the ways we can connect in a loving way with one another, right, over time. And so to find ways of recognizing when our ego kind of rears its ugly head, its needy head, and pausing that, bringing it back, right? And going, hey, this really isn't keeping me on the path that I want to be walking on. So whenever you feel yourself in a kind of repetitive pattern in your mind, wanting, or that fear-based thing where you keep pushing something away that's uncomfortable, right? And that just keeps going over, that's what we call chittavritti in the mind, over and over and over, that's so distracting, then just pause, sit down, take a breath, big exhale, and then just see what if that is actually necessary and true in this moment and over time. And see if you can let some of that go, unravel some of that neediness, that self-aggrandizing need to build up, right? And just take a breath, take a step, and find a way to come back to that peaceful place where your sense of self is equal to every self on the planet. None of us is any more or any less than the other. We're all special, right? You're special, I'm special. But it's a balanced, even light that shines in each and every one of us. We lose sight of that, then we find ourselves suffering. So learn to work, learn to recognize asmita, this klesha, this obstacle, your ego, and let it flourish in ways that it's helpful for your life, and learn to check it when it's not. Thanks for watching. Namaste.